I am on Patreon, and Patreon is a platform where I will upload interesting videos where you can learn astrology. Connect with me on Patreon, and we will grow. And I will give you much more deep insights on Vedic astrology, and lot more secrets will be shared there. Hello Seekers, welcome to Punneit Astrology, your one-stop astro channel. Ashlesha Nakshatra. A nakshatra that defines the ability to poison, the nakshatra that is very defensive in nature, the nakshatra that has a lot of materialistic quality, but also a nakshatra that is mystical, that is very intelligent and can prosper unlike any other nakshatras. Such nakshatra, which is ruled by the Naga Devata himself, is a more like a shape-shifting nakshatra. That means a person born with a planet in Ashlesha or moon in Ashlesha especially can be a kind of a person whose nature is just like very adaptive, just like that shape-shifters. You can adapt in any situation, and this can make you a person with great quality who can achieve a lot of success in his or her life, and can actually do big things. And especially if you have to defend your territory, you can be ferocious. And if such a nakshatra experiences a planetary transit such as Venus, jealousy is going to be the theme of the transit. Venus is going to transit in Ashlesha Nakshatra from 20th of July till 31st of July. 11 to 12 days of effect, but Ashlesha is the last nakshatra of the Kark Rashi, the Cancer zodiac sign, and the last pada of Ashlesha is also called as Gandanta pada. Venus is love, romance, compassion, relationship, and when it goes into Ashlesha Nakshatra, the person can see jealousy in their relation. The mind can become comparative. You are comparing with someone, you are being jealous, you are seeing things become successful, or you are seeing someone become successful, and you might ask a question to yourself that why you are not becoming successful. And this can create a territorial war between two people. This can also create a mystical attraction between couples and resolve marital issues. So it works greatly on your animalistic instinct of life, and because this nakshatra has a lot of instinctive ability, there is a lot of predictive power, so your gut feeling will improve. You will have this vibe check happening with you all the time, and when you are with someone, you will immediately understand whether the person is having a positive aura or a negative aura. Great time for healers, great time for counselors, great time for medical practitioners, especially someone who is practicing modern medicine. So let's understand what this nakshatra transit is all about. But before that, do not forget to subscribe the channel, because your subscription really connects you with me. And do not forget to like the video if you like the video, and comment your views in the comment section. And if you want to book a consultation, you can drop me an email. The email ID is in the description box below. If you want to get a PDF report, which is like 200-300 pages of comprehensive report, which covers every aspect of your horoscope, and it is something which is great view into your life, along with 10 years of predictions, you can book that PDF report. The link is in the comment section, and the link is in the description box below. If you want to follow me on Instagram for reels and other interesting stuff, you can follow me there and connect me and join the subscription platform of Instagram. Something big is planning there. Let's start the analysis of Venus transit in Ashlesha. Aries. For Aries ascendant, Venus will be in Ashlesha Nakshatra in the 4th house. This can create insecurities related to property and assets. Good thing is that Sun will be in Pushya Nakshatra. So you are going to see the counter happening from your logical understanding of everything. But Venus being Venus and your 2nd and 7th lord can create tussle between your mother and your spouse. So beware of these kind of energy shift. And also don't try to compare any two person during this time. Otherwise, this has the potential to create jealousy in relationship. Otherwise, it's a very good transit. For Taurus, Your ascendant lord is in Ashlesha in your third house. This means on one side, the sun in the third house is giving you a lot of power and courage. But on the other side, Venus being in Ashlesha also means that you will have to take matters in your own hand. But don't try to prove something. Your expression otherwise will become very sharp, very intelligent, but can also be a little ruthless. So you need to be diplomatic, you need to be polite. For Gemini, Venus will be in Ashlesha in the second house. So here the Sun and Venus conjunction is going to work on both resolving as well as creating differences in the family. Because Sun will be in Pushya, which is positive, but Venus is in Ashlesha. So you might see that there are expenses that are coming up in your family. Maybe you are going out for a dinner and suddenly a lot of money is being spent. So be careful there. This is also the time when you have to focus more on the family values, the core values, and try to protect it, but politely. Cancer Ascendant. For Cancer Ascendant, Venus in Ashlesha will be in your first house. On one side, Sun in Pushya is radiating everything with positivity. On the other side, Venus in Ashlesha is adding on to that, but provided you're not being egoistic and you're not over-expressing yourself. Otherwise, you may start feeling a little bad and there can be a little, insecurities coming in. Sun is trying to balance it. Venus might try to overpower it. So what should you do? Utilize the power of Jupiter and Mars in the 11th house and try to focus your entire energy into learning and gathering information and upgrading yourself. But don't feel bad that you are less than anybody. Also, don't think that you are greater than anybody. Leo. For Leo Ascendant, Simha Lagna, the Venus in Ashlesha will be in the 12th house. Now this can create a lot of jealousy, comparison, and this can hurt your sentiments. Even somebody saying one word may hit your self-esteem and you might overreact. So this is why the donation is very much necessary. Being polite is very much necessary. And this will create some extra expenses. Maybe in order to feel good, you might go out for shopping and unnecessarily a lot of money can be spent. Not that shopping is bad, but you may end up spending more than expected. Career change may happen and lot of, movement might happen in your life. Let's say you are moving out of your own city. Virgo. For Virgo, Venus in Ashlesha will be in your 11th house and this is going to give you new opportunities in your career. This will give you an edge in the competition and you will be able to succeed well. So for Virgo, this is going to be a money generating transit. Libra. For Libra, Venus in Ashlesha will be in your 10th house and therefore this is going to give you that feeling of breakneck competition. And this competitive spirit along with Sun in Pushya, which is very positive by the way, shows that on one side you know that you need to be very strong, bold and competitive, but on the other hand you also know when to stop, when you should not hurt anybody. The only problem is that your seniors or supervisors can be jealous with you. So when you're dealing with people in power and authority, be gentle and humble. Scorpio. For Scorpio, the Venus in Ashlesha Nakshatra will be in your 9th house. A 9th house Ashlesha Venus can mess up with your belief system, can make you believe that you deserve something even if you don't deserve. The good thing is that the Sun is in Pushya, Jupiter and Mars is in the 7th house, and this is going to give you a lot of guidance. What you should not do is ignore such guidance, especially the suggestions of your life partner. Also, the impact of marriage will be such that it might be difficult for you to manage such energies. So when you find such things difficult, sit and talk. Don't go into a fight. Sagittarius. Now for Sagittarius, Venus in Ashlesha will be in the 8th house. Both Sun and Venus coming in the 8th house is a revelation of information and is highly occult transit. So you will see great spiritual experiences, especially Kundalini experiences might happen. So focus on mantra japa. And if you are into Shakti tradition, if you are into Devi Prarthana, this can be really, really positive time. For others, a simple Om Namah Shivaya will work greatly on your mental health. If you are into any sort of physical health issues, Mahamrityunjay mantra or Mahamrityunjay Havan done during this time is exceptionally beneficial. Capricorn. For Capricorn, Venus in Ashlesha will be in the 7th house. This can create jealousy. This can create competitive spirit between you and your business partner or even life partner. So try to be humble, gentle, try to be available for people who love, be available for people you care about. Otherwise, Venus in Ashlesha is moving towards 8th house, while Sun is rising in the 7th house. Both can be a recipe of great success and also disaster. The moment you try to execute power because of the feeling or emotion to show somebody, things will decline. Aquarius. For Aquarius, Venus in Ashlesha Nakshatra will be in the 6th house. Now see, your 7th lord is in 6th house, your Venus is in Ashlesha in the 6th house. This means that your marriage is going to take a hit if you're married. If you're into business, be careful how you deal with your employees, how you deal with people who you work with. And your reputation in your career may be jeopardized during this time. So be mindful of your actions in your marriage and career. Overall, Venus in 6th house is a very healing transit. So you should focus on healing and nourishment rather than trying to compete and win. For Pisces, Venus in Ashlesha will be in the 5th house along with Sun in Pushya. So this might be a case where you want to do good for your children, but something is happening that is troubling your mind. So this is the time when you should provide your children some gifts. Also, you should reward yourself. So the sense of reward is very much necessary at this point of time. Also, both Sun and Venus will be aspecting the 11th house. So career changes might also happen for Pisces. Venus is very important because it rules your 3rd and your 8th house. And when it goes into Ashlesha, you become desperate for a change.